Hey y'all, what's up? It's one half of the motherfucking duo. Y'all like that light? It changed colors. It's one half of the duo. B. Y'all should know where Dave is by now. Anywho, I have a mobile shopping focus group at 11 o'clock. It's for 45 minutes. I get paid $75 for it. I just sit. This one is going to be on my phone. Well, I do. Oh no, most of them I do on my computer. This one I'm doing through this mobile app called D Scout. I do focus groups. Well, I fill out surveys for focus groups and get paid for my opinion. We can get into that on a later date, but I was just checking in with you guys this morning. Y'all liking this going on right here? I told y'all I just started growing this. I like it. What does it give me? I need to brush it. But yeah, I'm gonna do that at 11. So this is the first time that I've booked a study on this app. Typically, I book the focus groups through like different companies and stuff. I book the focus groups through these different companies. There's different, focus groups that you can fill out surveys for and get added into these groups if you're accepted into the focus group, if they accept your application, basically. So yeah, waiting to do that. I've been doing this, filling out these surveys since last year. I would say altogether, I've probably made a little over $1,200-$1,300, which I could have made a lot more. It really depends on one, getting accepted into these groups, and then how many surveys you fill out. The more surveys you fill out, the more likely you are to be accepted into one. But anywho, the time is now. I can't see it because I'm recording. I believe it's about 10:20. So I have about 40 minutes. I'm gonna put something on my stomach because I don't want my stomach to be growling. I want to be able to focus. And hopefully talk as much as possible. 45 minutes does go by really quick, but I will say that because typically I have had some where they were like Blackboard online focus groups to where I was just typing my responses, but most of them have been virtual, like through Zoom meetings. So it has helped me kind of get more comfortable being on camera, and this is helping me get more comfortable being on camera. So that's been helping me make a little extra money. The most I've made in a month was like $700. I was really on the ball. I think that was in June, May or June. I made about a little over $700. I want to say $725 in 1 month, but I was like, okay, this is a good little side hustle. But anywho, moving on. I've been working from home, you guys, since 2020, July of 2020. I was also doing CNA work. I don't think I told you guys, I went out to Texas last year on a travel assignment with an associate of mine at the time. But went out to Texas to this town called Longview, Texas. Had never heard of it. It's about 10 hours from Tallahassee. So I decided to jump in my car and drive down there. So the person that I went with, we didn't actually go together. They went to a different city, but we went with the same company. They called me and was like, hey, they had already been talking to me about it. And they were like, hey, I'm going down. They said they have another position in another city. I let them know I knew someone. You want to go? We have to be there by tomorrow. So I was like, okay. I looked up the address to the place where I was going, the city. Well, I think they gave me the address. But or just told me where the city was, and it was like 10 and a half hours from Tallahassee, and I was like, shit, I'll drive. It was some really good money. Drove there 10 hours. That it's the furthest I've ever driven by myself. Yeah, the furthest I've ever driven by myself, I went straight. I only stopped to get gas. Like, I only stopped to get gas. I left 5 o'clock that morning, and I got there about 2:30 that afternoon. So, I don't know how long that took. I feel like I left about 5:30. I was up and out. Hauled ass, got there. They paid for everything. They reimbursed my gas. I was getting like $50 a day for a food stipend. I think it was $50 a day, and getting paid. I forget what the wage was, but it was with the food stipend and all that. It was $2,300 a week. And the thing is, I got there. The process was, you get there, you're staged, which means like you're kind of going through your orientation and stuff. You waiting until there's a need at the facility. I was going to be working at this hospital, and got there. There's a recruiter on site at the hotel. Other travelers there, and I never went to work, but I still got paid, as well as the other person that went as well. They never went to work and or didn't have to go to work and still got paid. So by the time, this was a COVID response type of assignment. So by the time we got there, COVID was kind of dwindling. Am I supposed to say that on YouTube? Should I say the C-19? I don't know, I already said it, don't matter. So yeah, it was kind of dwindling, so I guess they didn't have any needs. But yeah, we were there and still got paid. The only thing is they kept switching my hotel. Like, I was in Longview and then I went to Tyler. 2 very small cities. Kind of reminds me of like Panama City. Both of them were very small. And yeah. So I was there for a month, and then like 4 weeks later, a month later, it ended. So they sent us home, and I got one last paycheck after I got home. Like, I got home and I still had a paycheck. So that was interesting. That was in 2021. Came home, started working at this place here, doing CNA work. Didn't really work out. Honestly, y'all, I had been working from home for so long at that time, for over a year at that time. Well, almost up to a year at that time. And then going to Texas thinking I'm going to hit the ground running. Like, they're needing us that next day. So I'm like, okay, they must really need help. So I'm going to be working the entire time I'm there. That wasn't the case. And, so we had to be up. I had to sign in 7 a.m. in the morning. But if you were there, that was the procedure with this company. You go down, you sign in, you go to work, come back at some. There were 12-hour shifts for the people that were working. Even if you weren't working, I would come down 7 a.m., sign in, go back up to my room, really sleep most of the damn day, or go out and do something. Like, I would go to the mall, but I really wasn't spending money like that. I was paying my bills at home, and I did have extra money. But yeah, come back down at 7 p.m., sign out. I was like 2 hours from Houston. I was thinking about driving to Houston, but I didn't, because I didn't want to. Drove 10 hours by myself, 10 and a half hours by myself, but I didn't want to drive to Houston. My thing is, like, the 10 and a half hours didn't bother me going there, because I'm going straight there. I'm staying there. There's going to be a place for me to stay at this hotel. I'm like, what am I going to do in Houston? Houston is a big place. Yeah. And then I really wanted to go to the Selena Museum in Corpus Christi, Texas. But it was literally like 6 hours from where I was from. And I was really, 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 really considering going. But I was like, because on the weekends, we didn't work on the weekend. So a lot of people, like, there were some, so I heard, there were some people that didn't stay too far from, I guess, wherever the assignment was. And they would drive home. But anyway, I never left the city where I was. I was like, I'm staying my ass right here. My black ass right here in this vicinity. And anything I need is close to me. But I did want to go to that museum. That's on my bucket list. So yeah. Anyway, that was a quick update. I need to get ready for this this focus group, and I'll check in with you guys later. Peace.